Okay, tell me if you guys can hear me right now. Okay, karibuni sana to the media of the 21st century. Just getting started. 35 minutes past the top of the hour. Jason Hill, kindly confirm with me on your end if the sound is now okay. Sorry about that, but of course, karibuni. Yeah, karibuni sana. And yeah, welcome to today's conversation. Hope your weekend was fantastic. Mine was great. I can't complain. Super fantastic. Had a good time with friends, and of course I'm ready for the week as well. It is exactly 36 minutes past the top of the hour once again. And to everyone who's just tuning in here for the first time via YouTube, on Twitter, welcome sana. To everyone who's listening through Amazon, on Roku TV, on the show page, on the radio station, which it just a minute we're looking forward for it to be switched on my end. It is on kids end, but of course everyone also live with us on Rumble and also on Beachwood. Karibuni sana to today's conversation. I was just eating super quick before getting here, so I'm trying to, you know, I'm trying to control my breath. But anyway, karibuni sana. Today we shall be discussing about so during the weekend, Keith of course brought to you guys a show. I think that was on Saturday or yesterday, and he did speak about literally Kamala Harris and everything that we spoke about on a lighter note. That was last week, about the hurricane, the fundings, and FEMA, the company itself. And also, I've seen during this weekend, we've had the director who has actually disappeared. That is the FEMA director who has also disappeared. And so much has been going on. So today, shall be focusing basically on the election. It is next month. I don't know how many, literally, how many of you are looking forward to hope, because we've been talking about how Donald Trump is going to save America, right? But my question is, will he? You know, and I'm asking this from a point of view where um, we know that these people, both of them, they are politically funded, politically the same agenda. The way we can see global agendas kicking off, they're going to be executed either way, whoever gets in. But majority of the people, or majority of the Americans, are hoping or are saying that Donald Trump is going to save America. But my question is, will he? That is my question. And of course, as we get to continue, we shall be discussing, of course, some of the global agendas that are being executed right now. Because I've noticed something since last week on Thursday. There has been actually right now focuses on African countries getting the VSCCINEs, that is for the Marburg, because they're actually coming with different terms so that they can confuse other African countries who do not understand how they transitioned from Marburg to monkeypox to mpox, because that's what they basically did. It was called Marburg before, then they changed it to monkeypox, and now it's called mpox. See how clever these people are. So in different African countries, what I've noticed during this weekend is that there are many countries right now that are actually right now on trials of the VSCCINEs. We're talking about DRC Congo, which is a country we know number one right now, has actually very high concerns of the cobalt mining, the mining of the resources, and child labor in that particular country. But it's crazy to see the same country is highly focused on, and which I do understand, because I feel like right now with the presentation and majority of the information I've brought right here and going through the articles, Congo could for real maybe be having small cases or quite a percentage of mpox or Marburg, the way they want to call it. Because if you try to look at the UN peacekeepers, the kind of crimes they are committing there, they are crazy. I read an article some time back about the UN peacekeepers in Haiti, what they do, or literally what they do in Africa, what they did, what they do. They're raping children, they're raping men, hungry men, men who do not have the strength to fight back. They're raping male children, not only just men, grown men, male children, small children, in every gender. And God knows, probably even animals. And sorry to say that, but it's quite questionable. And personally, I'd say I feel like I'm not on the ground. If only we can get clear details, if only we had mainstream media that could report true facts of what is happening on the ground. I feel like there could be a percentage. I'm not saying it's there, a percentage, get my words correctly, of maybe monkeypox cases. And this could be promoted by the UN peacekeepers. But as we get into the details, so I wanna, of course, talk a little bit of what is happening in Congo regarding the VACCINE. On a lighter note, Rwanda is also launching the same trial. That is, they did that today. We also had Kenya and Ghana last week. I talked about that. So it's quite alarming that, and I feel like that is now, they have started executing the pandemic. That is personally how I see it, because there's so many things going on, being honest, so many things going on, so many political agendas, so many political things going on, so many social, economic, like so many things are really, really going on. And people are everywhere. I feel like mentally, economically, there's so much going on. Like literally, there's a whole lot going on. And people are, one minute they are focused on this, the next minute the attention is literally shifted from here to here. You know, we're focusing on the illegal immigration and the benefits they have. The next minute you have the shooting of Trump. It's no longer the shooting of Trump. Now we have the hurricane. You know, the hurricane, however you want to pronounce it. Joe Mosquito, if you're there, don't come with the pronunciation and all that. Like, we just have a whole lot of things going on. In Africa, we have mineral resources being extracted. We have companies fighting for other African countries for lands. We have reparations. That is part of the conversation we were supposed to have earlier today, but I think we shall talk about that later towards the end of the show, where Zimbabwe actually is seeking, they're launching funds to pay back the people who lost their lands. But there's a whole lot of things literally happening. But let me start with Congo, as I promised. And what is happening is quite devastating in this country every single day. You see negative news, but shout out to Skedi, because we have positive news to share on that. I don't know if it is positive or is just a show, you know, because these African puppets also, there's something else. But right now we have, of course, so many concerns that are being raised by that is on the Congolese mining and the child labor. I mean, this is not the first time we've seen this. And remember, actually, we had cases that were presented where we were supposed to, you know, see companies like Apple, companies like Tesla, companies like so many companies that are literally relying on the African resources, or majority of the resources coming from DRC Congo. We saw a case presented and immediately it was actually dismissed. It was not even checked on, because they say that these are actually false claims. There's no child labor going on. There's nothing going on. So it's crazy. Every single time I kind of laugh through between the lines. Every single time I see mainstream media coming up and acting like this is the first time they're coming up with an information, because it ain't. It's not the first time I'm seeing this. Last year we went through it, nothing happened. This year they're also going through it, nothing is happening. But let me share this one as we get to continue.
In September, the U.S. Department of Labor added the Democratic Republic of Congo's cobalt to its list of goods that may be produced using forced or child labor. This action has prompted responses from both authorities and civil society in the country, the world's leading cobalt producer, as they worry that this decision could drive away investors. The Congolese authorities assert that they are making efforts to enhance the cobalt supply chain. In 2023, the Democratic Republic of Congo produced 170,000 tons of cobalt, maintaining its status as the global leader. However, concerns linked
A global leader, but it never. Where has it benefited? You know how this is where I want to go back to what Kit was saying earlier. You know, we have everything, but yet we're so behind. Like, we literally have it all. Because what do you mean? This is just so crazy.
about how long this will last. In a statement released last week, the Congolese government spokesperson expressed disappointment that the US decision overlooks the progress made and urged partners to increase their technical and financial support.
Technical and financial support, that means more extraction of the resources. That is what basically mean. And unless I'm the one who doesn't understand English better, pardon me, it ain't my language. Swahili is. But yeah, technical financial help. Well, more ways of actually bringing the UN peacekeepers so that they can continue raping our people. Then you bring your bullshit of VSCCINEs because you're the same people causing all this problem. It's always annoying sometimes talking about all these the same things every single day. I'm not gonna lie, like every single day you just there's there's nowhere where you wake up a president is trying to make a difference. They're ready to die. Like nowhere. But maybe Skady is trying to make it. Like maybe Skady is trying to make a difference because this is what he did.
A walkout staged by Congolese President Felix Tshisekedi nearly overshadowed the summit of French-speaking countries held in Paris over the weekend. To protest French President Emmanuel Macron's opening speech not mentioning the conflict in eastern Congo, Tshisekedi boycotted the summit's heads of state retreat in an embarrassing moment for French diplomacy. Tshisekedi also skipped a luncheon.
I mean, isn't Congo important? Because what do you mean overshadow? My country is so goddamn important to you. So I should overshadow you, actually. I do have the right to overshadow you. My country, my mineral wealth that you have been extracting and benefiting from has not, like you've heard from the previous video, there's nowhere where the country has actually benefited from, despite Congo being the top. What? Overshadow. The mainstream media is crazy.
Organized by Louis Mushikiwabo, the head of the Organization of Francophone Countries, on Saturday afternoon. Before becoming the organization's chief, Mushikiwabo served for years as Rwanda's foreign minister. Kinshasa considered the omission of the war in eastern Congo an attempt by Paris to appease Kigali.
Look at Kagame.
Congo and the United Nations say Rwanda's troops and M23 rebels are fighting side by side on its territory. In his defense, Macron denied taking sides, saying he encouraged both countries to reach an agreement in talks mediated by Angola.
This is just such a shame. It is such a shame. It is such a shame. Africa has the right to stand for itself. Africa has the right to overshadow anyone because overshadow basically means acting prominent. Not really acting, but appearing more prominent than the other one or important than. So I do believe actually Skady has all the balls and the guts to do so. He should. Why shouldn't he? He should. But I see Jason, he says, who else have been feeling a strange vibration, like something numbling in the sky and around? Okay, I don't know, but you can ask Shumani. There's a time I was in my house and then I was tuned in on the vibe show in the morning. And then I told her, are you guys feeling a tremble? Because I'm feeling a tremble. I don't know if that's what you're talking about, Jason, but for me, I've been feeling like some sort of tremble. Even today when there were no lights earlier. So just laying back on the back office, I felt like I was moving. I'm like, nah. I'm gonna say it to someone else, and then they're gonna tell me I'm tripping. Because the last time I told Shumani, she told me like, nah. Maybe that's she told me that's your apartment. She told me that's your apartment. So I don't know if we're talking about the same thing, but personally I've been feeling like either some tremble. I don't know what sort of vibration you're talking about. But yeah, that is basically what is happening in DRC Congo. Despite the mining of the resources and all that, they still want to finish these people through their health. Like I said earlier, which I'm going to go through it just slightly. It says They're talking about the Northern Kivu, which has launched the Agent Mpox VACCINE campaign because of the cases rising. So the question is, and that's why I was telling Keith, as much as he was saying that 6 billion is impossible, but I feel like 6 billion is really possible. If that's the agenda, and then if the focus is Africa, and with all these mass distractions, then it's very possible for you to target 6 billion. A million, I think, from every country, that's all you need. And sorry to say it like that, but that is the psychopathic mindset that they think with, right? Or half a million each. However they do the calculations, I don't know. Or if the target is globally, they'll have to equate the percentage. See how it can work for them. So we have Kivu, that is in the northern Kivu, where actually still, remember, in the northern Kivu, that is the same place where majority of the people have been displaced. We are talking about 8 billion plus. I'm not sure about the number right now, but checking a few months ago, that was around July, June, the number was 8 billion misplaced people from the northern and southern Kivu. These are the same places that are being targeted right now for people to be VACCI netted. And then we have Rwanda as well. Shout out to Kagame. As you can see him, that's how I'm talking about the global agenda is actually kicking off, because they're kicking off.
Rwandan health authorities have begun a vaccine study against Marburg. U.S. nonprofit Sabin Vaccine Institute said it had entered into a clinical trial agreement with the Rwanda Biomedical Center. The East African country declared an outbreak of Marburg on September 27th. The Rwandan health minister detailed Sunday how the trial will be conducted.
The vaccination is starting, focusing on most at risk, most exposed healthcare workers working in treatment centers, in the hospitals we talked about, in ICU, emergency, but also the close contacts of the cases, confirmed cases.
Per the approved protocol, approximately 700 high-risk adults will be dosed at 6 clinical trial sites. There is no authorized vaccine or treatment for Marburg. The virus spreads between people through close contact with the bodily fluids of infected individuals or with surfaces. I got worried the first day I heard about the news. They said 90% of Marburg patients die.
So you can see, number one, they are creating the fear. They're doing the COVID-19. You know, they're pushing the fear agenda, which is, you can see, that is understanding the African mindset. I'm so sorry, but majority of our people here still have not understood the WHO, how it works, and how they work together with our system. You know, everyone believes, or majority are still believing, that this system is, as much as it doesn't work, there are those who believe they're not capable of such kind of things, you know. So they're exaggerating the numbers. You can see, one, he's talking about fear, where he had the percentage of the people dying, and that, for him, that's a red flag. He's like, no way.
Which means that 9 patients out of 10 confirmed cases can die. This is so scary. As motor taxi operators, we are always very close to our clients while working. We managed to avoid COVID-19 with some measures. I'm so worried we might be the first ones to be stopped from working. Since September 27th,
that's a lockdown. Then that now leads to a lockdown. This is just so crazy. I don't know how many people we're gonna save this time, you know, but it's kicking off. Because if they were to do it towards the end of 2024, then this is it. Then coming to at the beginning of 2025, then this is it. Because so far we have, again, Ghana, Kenya, now we have Rwanda, we have now Congo. Those are 4. And maybe others have not even mentioned. Oh, Tunisia too. I saw Tunisia. And so many. So we have so far a number of African countries that are exaggerating. So I believe this is the pandemic, probably. This is what they're going to run with. So for those who are going to be caught up, well, sorry, but we can't help. You know, we can't educate enough. We can't save everyone. That is basically what I'm gonna say. But as you get to continue, we have Keith in the building. We have Jiba Jaba in the building, and I see Jiba Jaba says, "What happened to Ebola? Is that still a thing, or is a monkeypox the new disease of the day?" And that's what I'm telling you. As what I'm reading between the line, they're trying to scare African countries because they know majority of the African people do not understand or don't follow much about maybe terms, the mainstream media, whatever is said is what you're gonna go with, right? So most of the people do not know they changed from Marburg to monkeypox to mpox. This is why we have them in Rwanda calling it Marburg. In Congo, they're calling it mpox. In Kenya, it's called monkeypox. In Ghana, it's Marburg too. So you can see the kind of contradiction they're trying to bring, make it seem like it's a different disease, different pandemics happening at the same time, and people need to be alerted, or I don't know, but basically that is what is happening. It's the same shit. It's the same old thing. But anyway, karibu sana Keith.
Asante Sana there, Joby. What are we talking about? What are you talking about?
I was just talking about. I was just sharing a couple of informations of things happening across Africa, starting from Congo, exploitation of mineral resources, to child labor, which we saw, of course, Apple, Tesla, and the rest of the companies not found guilty. And then we've seen Kagame, not Kagame, but Kagame, of course, who was on a meeting where Felix Kedi actually walked out, and they're calling it an overshadow. And understanding the term, I'm like, I'm supposed to overshadow you because my country is actually financing your country. You know, what do you mean I am overshadowing you? They It's how they expect the
Well, he's
African
too
puppet
weak.
to keep
He's
on
too
bowing
weak.
down.
He's too weak to
No,
do anything. He's too weak to do anything about it, though, Joby. He's
he
too weak
walked
to do it.
out. He walked out. He did walk out.
I
You
know
know,
he walked out, but he's too
that's
weak to
unfair.
No,
Those
I get it, Joe. He's walking out because he's upset, but his country's too weak to actually do anything about it. That's the problem.
he needs military help. That is basically what you're trying to say. He
Yeah,
needs Ibrahim Traore type of military help. All that. That's all you need,
yeah.
and you need to be educated mentally what you're doing before you make such kind of decisions. Because if you go blindly too, still gonna go back to the same position again. You know, like Gabon, who it's the cousin who takes over, and then you act like you have
Wait,
democracy.
wait. He can't just take. He kind of like threw the guy out of power. He just didn't like take over. He kind of got rid of him.
Not a difference. Still nepotism, you know. Doesn't make a difference. It's still nepotism.
He didn't. Yeah, but it wasn't a nepotism. I say, well, I'm gonna give you a job.
Hmm.
And somebody just completely just you know throws you out of power and takes over. That's a different kind of nepotism there, Joey.
Hmm. Okay, but I also see that is a royal constrictor, Karibu Sana. Jiba also said Mabag comes from rat dropping, correct? Rat dropping? What do you mean
It's
rat?
supposed. He's talking about the sickness of the disease of pests or animals or we call what's the correct term? Vermins. Um, Pests like rats. Their feces causes disease that was not taken care of.
Hmm.
It was
Damn.
not disposed of properly. Yeah,
Okay. I didn't know that. Thank you for
That- but
teaching.
I but I don't know if that but I don't know if that's where the Marburg is from. I can't substantiate that claim.
Mm-hmm.
I can't say yeah or nay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but as we get to continue, I want to share this amazing video here that was very educative, um, talking about history. Share this very quickly. Jason, you didn't answer me though. I don't know if the same vibration you're talking about is what I was talking about, so I can't relate.
Hey, have you guys noticed this much? Have you guys seen the damn moon?
That is what he's talking about. The moon.
Yeah. Have you seen it? I finally seen it. Yes, it's been gone for like 5 days. Yeah.
No, I've not. Okay, I've not noticed
You
personally
really,
though.
you, Joby don't even look. Joby, you're like a
Okay,
friend of
I'm
mine.
barely
You
outside
go,
like at night. So
Joby,
uh,
you go home. Joby, you go home at night.
I'm
You're
not
like a
gonna go.
friend of mine.
No, I'm so sorry. I'm not gonna go looking at the sky like, hey, today do you have the moon? Do you have the sun? No, I'm going
The
home.
whole moon has been missing for like 5 days.
Damn.
As a friend of mine, I said, hey man, you seen the moon? Ah man, I don't be looking at none of that. I'm like, what?
Leave me alone. We're so early.
I said, you be up at night. You ain't know they been on. I seen the guys on TikTok come out too, was showing it. Hey, where's the moon? I mean, where's the moon at? I'm
Mm,
like, I said the same thing. What the heck is going on? Where the heck is the moon? How's the moon disappeared?
crazy. Let me share this very
Yeah.
quick.
Now, I found out that the Greeks, who were supposed to have been the founders of civilization because they were the first civilized,
Civilized.
but the Greeks got their civilization from the Egyptians.
Duh.
And the Egyptians were black people. And the
Duh.
Greeks passed their
Black
civilization
people.
on to the Romans. They couldn't retain it, they lost it. They had a dark age in Europe for 500 years. And then
Mm-hmm.
another bunch of Africans, the
The
Moors,
Moors.
from North
Moors.
Africa moved into Spain and started civilization all over again.
Yep.
So instead of Europe civilizing Africa, Africa has civilized Europe 2 times. They said that the earth was flat
True.
like a pancake out in the vastness of space with the
They still
sun and the moon and all the stars going around it.
around. They still
The
said
ancient
that.
Egyptians in the Pyramid Age, 6,000 years ago, knew that the world was round. They
Mm-hmm.
knew that it went around the sun in 365 and one fourth days. They measured the circumference of the earth and they calculated it so accurately until modern astronomers said their error was only 1 yard. Circumference of the earth is about 25,000 miles, and they calculated it with an error of about this 1 yard.
Mm-hmm.
African history.
Yeah,
The
they
reason
brilliant.
I'm talking to you about it is because it's not in the textbooks.
Of course
And it's
not.
not in the textbooks because we don't write textbooks. We have other people write the textbooks and they put that propaganda in there, and we are supposed to swallow it.
Yep. So that was a video one shared by Africa Stream over there. Shout out to
So
the channel.
where'd you get that channel from? What was that on TikTok or something?
No. It's just a random channel I follow on Instagram that
Oh, that
shared.
was somebody else. Okay, that's somebody else using that content.
Yep. Yeah. Over
Yeah,
there.
yeah, because they're gone.
Africa civilization is beautiful, but like you said, it's not in the textbook. You won't find it. You won't get it written, and the miseducation as
Of
you
course,
know
that's what I was telling Demori. Yeah,
been running
that's
with
what
all along.
that's what I was telling Demori last Saturday about. He was all surprised to find out where Amen came from. He was shocked.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he was gonna run and jump out the window or something.
Lord, yeah, we won't do that. We won't do that. It's just part of learning. It's part of learning. Africa's civilization is amazing, but if you try look at, I was saying, there's a whole lot of things going on globally right now, and looking at Africa being the big Africans being the beginning of everything, and this other race how it has destroyed everything. It is quite crazy. We have global agendas which are being kicked off right now. Like I said, I feel like this is it what they are doing right now in Africa. We have wars which is them funding. The same people have actually snatched away, claimed Africa civilization. Quite crazy. We also have um, the health centers, the health actually, how do I could say, the health organization itself is also messed up. They control and they are all about messing. I was reading here earlier that
Of course.
let me read this. I was reading this here earlier where they're saying that actually research study 1 million births at 68 hospitals are found that black women are 25% more likely to get unnecessary C sections to make the hospitals more money.
Yeah,
Literally everything is an agenda. You
yeah.
know, it's we
The
have
pre the
politics.
prenatal care, the prenatal care is bad. Yeah, it's all an agenda.
Mhm. We have
Sadly,
politics, we have entertainment, and if you try look at, I don't know, again, how do we call it, the whatever of distraction. We have politics, which is distracting people left, right, and center. Because when you look at where you guys are heading, which is a month just to come, you have elections, and there's been a lot of distraction within this short time. Trump shooting, Kamala Harris becoming
I'm over in Texas. Yeah, yeah, she's
they have
despicable. I'm over.
illegal
I'm over.
immigration.
I'm over in Texas. Hold on, Joby. Wait, let me finish. I'm over in Texas right now. And I was talking to a gentleman. He he didn't even know. It's like, oh, go ahead, Joby. Go ahead.
Mhm. There's illegal immigration. There's wars left, right, and center. I mean, there's a whole lot of there's a bunch of things again. Like I said from the beginning, going on, and that's what I was asking as we go deeper with the coming elections in America. Like Keith says every time, and not to run away with what he says, but looking at it, we know the people in power, those who are kept in power, every president, none of them have power to change things. I don't know how Russia did it or how Russia does it, literally, but I'm trying to look at the America elections and looking at how effective, like I said some time back,
All right,
it's
I'm
going
back.
to be for Africa because it
Uh,
has big repercussions. No matter who wins, of course, Africa still is the eye and the center of.
well, like I said, let me say that. I'm in San Antonio, Texas right now. And I was just talking to a gentleman. He had no idea. I just had to show him what was happening in North Carolina, how Western North Carolina is completely wiped out. He didn't even know that. I said, you don't know Western Carolina is wiped out? I said, nah, I don't know about that. That's how apathetic we are in this country. We're completely apathetic to other regions of the nation. And I told him there's another storm about to hit Florida again, and people traumatized. Um, my governor just said everybody better get out. If you don't get out and you're caught there, you die. It's gonna be your fault because no one's coming to save you. I think they upgraded Milton to a hurricane fire. It's gonna rip Florida apart. They just went through a hurricane that tore it up. This is gonna be even worse. It's gonna be even worse. The damage is gonna be even worse. So um, I'm like, wow. Uh, uh,
It's crazy.
people are going to move out of Florida because they're not going to afford. The insurance companies are pulling out.
Is
Insurance
this
companies
all
not.
about them taking
She called
control?
me. Go ahead, Jeffrey. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't understand. Is this them, all about the control of the land, like we were saying last week, you know, affecting all these states and all that? Is it focused on the same agenda, or what basically is it? But I also see Jason says all this crap is lab made, and that is true. I think that's a good term to use. It's lab made because they're the ones coming up with all these agendas, you know, everything literally if you look at it. Because again, like I'm saying, there's a whole lot of distraction, and sadly, it's global distraction. It's not like an America. No, it's a global distraction right now. It's no longer like I feel like it's happening like at the same time. Everything is just if it hits America, it's hitting Africa too. Like everything, I don't know. Because right now I'm seeing Africans
Listen,
more updated, concerned about even what is going on in the States more than ever. The sites we're seeing, the posts, you know, whatever is happening to Trump, however Kamala moves, P. Diddy the way he's moving, Jay-Z being next. It's a whole lot of things, you know. It's crazy. But Keith, you were saying, I was asking, this wiping out where you're saying that next is Florida, is this all?
again, I I know what you're thinking.
I keep my mouth shut. Is this the same agenda to get the land, or
well, no,
what?
well, no. See, No, it's different. There's no lithium in quartz in Florida. What it is going to wipe out the state because people are not going to afford to live in the state because they can't get homeowners insurance. Insurances are moving out. They're not paying for this devastation. So these back-to-back storms, no one can afford to live in the state now. They can't afford the insurance companies are leaving because the houses that just got hit last week around Tampa, St. Petersburg, and Clearwater, those got to be demolished. The damage is too done. They can't resell them, so it's a loss. So they can't resell them for the price of the home. So now they just got to sell them at what they call lot value, the value of the lot, which is nothing. So the people have lost everything, and then they even lost the financing of the house that they put in for all these years. Because no one's gonna buy the house. They're just gonna get lot value for it because the house is water damage is destroyed. You can't go back and live in that house. It's done. So all those people are homeless, and so you got another major. Put us up, Joe. We say go to go to Google and say when how big is how big is Hurricane Milton and when is it going to hit Florida? So this is going to be back to back, and people are traumatized where I live at. They can't, you're traumatized. You just can't. A lot of people say they give their hands. I'm out of here. I can't
Hurricane
do it no more.
Malta. You said
Huh?
Hurricane Malta? Hurricane Malta.
Milton, Milton. That's the name of the new one. Say how big. Say when is it supposed to hit and how big is it? I think it got upgraded to Hurricane 4 or 5. I mean, it's going to ravage the state again. And the governor already said everybody's got to evacuate. Who doesn't? No one's coming to get you. You just die. I seen him yesterday. I see Governor Santos said that yesterday.
Just a minute.
Yeah, I think it's upgraded to 4 or 5 now. I mean, it's going to just wipe from when it comes in the same place it hit. It's going to wipe out and the flooding, the flood walls. It's going to probably knock out all across the whole state, starting from Clearwater. We just got hit last week in St. Petersburg, crossed to Tampa, Orlando. This is going to be devastating. The whole state is under. Whole state is Where you at, Ross? They tell you to leave out. Hurricane really don't go straight east direction. And oh, you got it. Okay.
Okay, so they're saying, let me read this. Okay, it says the Hurricane Milton strengthened to a category 5 powerhouse Monday, driving sustained winds of 175 mph as it is rolled across the Gulf of Mexico, bound for what could be a devastating crash along Florida's already storm-battered western coast Wednesday. That is what they're saying. I think it's supposed to hit Florida probably by Wednesday, if I'm not wrong. That is basically what it says over there. Let me try share this one here. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Damn.
it's going to be devastating.
Try share this one. Let me see.
Good evening, Hallie. We're continuing to see this system rapidly intensify in the Gulf of Mexico. A Category 1 now with winds up to 85 miles per hour, still 800 miles to the west-southwest of Tampa, but likely to become a Category 4 in the next day or so. By the time it makes landfall, as we get into the later parts of Wednesday, a Category 3. The landfall point anywhere from the Big Bend to Naples. We'll see that happen in the second half of Wednesday. Storm surge will be, of course, concerned near the center of that system. Wind damage as well, but the rainfall will be quite impressive across the state of Florida. 5 to 10 inches of rain, and in some spots, localized amounts up to 15. Hallie?
Angie Lastman, thank you. Let's take you to Florida now, where they are racing to get ready for Milton. Marissa Parra is in St. Petersburg, where they're already ordering evacuations. Marissa, what's going on where you are?
Hey, Hallie, we're joining you from a very busy sandbagging station in St. Petersburg, Florida. The line of cars, anywhere between 1 mile to 2 miles long, they are bracing for what could be yet another round of storm surge just over 1 week since Helene. We've got mandatory evacuation orders up and down the Gulf Coast. We have over 50 counties under a state of emergency. That's pretty much every county south of the Panhandle. And one massive risk here are those debris piles left over from Helene. Those could be very dangerous projectiles. So we just heard from the governor, Hallie, who said
Have you fill this out real quick?
is a top priority. Hallie?
This is crazy. Now, where are these people supposed to go? Where are they supposed to just go? Like, where are they supposed to go? With all the funds we've seen being given to these illegal migrants, like, where are these people supposed to go? That's the question.
There's nowhere to go.
Where am I going? Are you providing a place where people can actually stay for a while?
No,
Where am I
they're not.
going?
I don't know where you're gonna go, but you better get out of there.
I checked. They don't want to see people on the streets anymore in some states.
Well, you can't be on the street out there, Joe. You'll die. You can't be on the streets out there. You'll die. In a major hurricane, you're gonna be on the streets. You'll die. You can't be on the streets. You won't survive.
Damn, this is just so sad. That's so sad.
Yeah, but like I said, did you see all that debris?
Don't worry about that. You can just finish it right
here. You see all that debris that's still there? That's from last week. It's destroyed.
Crazy. But shout out to you, Byron Scott. Jason also says, haven't seen no moon in California, but a strange rumble with earthquakes. Personally, I've been feeling trembles. No, that's what I said. I think last week, but one. Like I said, Shmani said I'm crazy, but I've been feeling some movement, which is not usual. So, anyway, I also say Jabba says, are these hurricanes the October surprise to derail the elections?
That's what I hear. I don't think because of the Trump areas, they try to stop Trump from getting elected. I don't know. There's a lot of devastation, but those are Trump counties. Florida is a Trump state. I mean, so so you're willing from North Carolina being destroyed. This is going to destroy a lot of. I still got a lot of friends live in that area. They're going to be wiped out. And then also understand, like you said, Joby, where do they go? A lot of people don't have the money to go anywhere, Joby.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have the money. Where do they go? Where do they go? They're poor. So where do they go, Joe? Where do you guys go? Oh, you guys let me in? Okay. I'm going. Thanks. I'm going to second floor. Yes, ma'am.
This is part of them killing people, basically. I don't see it the other way. I also see Russ Cash says a hurricane really don't go straight east direction in Gulf from Texas to Florida. The government during it. Is that what you're saying? And I also see Jabba says Gulf of Mexico oil production will be impacted.
Of course, that's the main oil hub of America. That's going to be. I'm just saying the people have not recovered. Nobody's recovered, and people can't afford to go nowhere. That's what I'm trying to joke. They don't have the money. Like I said, Joseph, where they gonna go? They go nowhere. Where can they go? There's nowhere to go. Exactly. Because the people that got money, all the hotels are going to be filled up as they go north to Georgia, and they can't go just going north to Georgia going to be much because it's going to go to Georgia. It's not going up to Georgia. That's right. It's going to go across the state. So go up to Georgia. The people that got the money, the hotels are going to be filled up. Like me getting my hotel room right now. Hotel is going to be filled up. So when they go there, they're not blessed like me. They can't say, Booyah, I'm in the hotel, niggas. They say, no, how much money? And you know they do problems. Whenever they got a damn, I can't see shit in here. So you guys know whenever they got a hurricane, they up the prices, Joby. They slick. The regular prices, they double the prices. so you can't even get any.
The price of fuel is gonna number one skyrocket.
Yeah.
Gonna,
exactly.
Yeah.
And a lot of black people, Joby, they don't got cars. A lot of black people I don't know who's ever been to Florida. I'm gonna tell you guys, Florida, the lights at in this bitch. Damn, I need to turn the lights on this motherfucker. Florida has some of the poorest black people I've ever seen. Some of the poorest counties of black people I've ever seen. Where's the goddamn lights in this bitch? Turn the lights in this motherfucker. Okay, goddamn. Shit. Gotta be a damn scientist to find the lights in this motherfucker. Gotta be a scientist in this bitch. All right, there we go. Gotta be a scientist in this motherfucker. But I'm saying, ooh, I'm not sitting on that shit. There's a lot of cum things on that bitch. But a lot of fuck, I won't be sitting on there. Like a lot of fucking been going on that thing. No, I won't be sitting on that shit. won't be sitting on that shit. So, I keep it real, Joby. I won't be sitting on that shit at all. How you make this thing go up? Shit. Anyway, I don't know how to make this chair go up. Anyway, like I'm saying, you're gonna have. There's nowhere to go. A lot of people don't have vehicles, don't have cars. They can't survive. You know. So hotels are gonna be It's gonna jump mosquito. A lady on TikTok said 750. Yeah, no, and it was a loan. Exactly. The government was not giving the damn money to the people. You gotta read the fine print. They loaning. They didn't give family. Shout out to white people. This country's gonna be overthrown. They didn't give billions of dollars to Israel, billions of our money to goddamn Ukraine, billions. And they told people we got $750, but it ain't no money. They're giving you a loan. They're giving you a loan. You have to pay it back. The government said you don't get the money back by a year, they come and take your land. They're always stealing those people land up there. All that money was given to these legal immigrants. And see, most people are apathetic, don't know what's going on in the world, right? I'm in San Antonio. I talked to this dude. I said, hey, man, you know what's going on in Carolina? Country, but nah, what? What are you talking about? I said, the people wiped out in North Carolina. He said, yeah, are they? I don't know nothing about it. That's how you can't say most people in the world are stupid. They don't know what the fuck is going on. That's mostly every country. I said, hey, man, you know the people in North Carolina got completely wiped out? I don't know nothing about that, man. That's bad. I mean, wiped out, whole towns are gone, man. I mean, it's like a nuclear bomb drop, devastation. He said, oh, man, that's too bad for them. That's how the country's apathetic, guys. The country's too damn big. People don't give a fuck about nobody else but their own shit. They don't care about them people all fucked up way here, but North Carolina's on the other side of the country. They don't give a shit. He's like, yeah, that's too bad for them. He wasn't sad or nothing. I also think the Democrats want people to move out of Florida and go back to the states. Florida then got overcrowded because everybody was running to Florida. You look hard enough, you can see a reflection of the white woman Keith has in there. Ain't no, and the white woman's probably in there fucking on this nasty thing right there. Wasn't me. White woman. Look at this ne'er-do-well ass nigga here come by every blue moon and spout his bullshit. But yeah, I think so too. Because remember, we got a big influx of people that moved into Florida because it was still cheap. We got a lot of people in California that moved all across the state because Florida at that time was cheaper than California, but not no more. And they're predicting a big earthquake tomorrow. in California because I don't see how you guys stay in California, man. The cost is crazy. And Florida done got crazy. Florida's not cheap no more. So I always told people to come to Texas. Everybody running here to Texas. That's rising the prices up in Texas now. Because um, what they've done is heartening. So evil. It is evil. So people are not going to not going to back. That last one hit hard. Everybody evacuated. Oh man, it was so hard to get out of the state. That's when I still had late divide. I was trying to make it home. I was in South Florida trying to make it back. Man, I gave up. I said, fuck it. I went to a park because you couldn't get on the roads. It was just too crowded. You couldn't move. You was moving like an inch an hour. You moving like a centimeter an hour. I said, fuck it. I ain't going to make it. I guess I'm going to die in this storm. Fuck it. I'm going to make it. Shit. It's just too. So they've been told to move, to evacuate everybody. Like Joe was saying, where they going to go? They got nowhere to go, Joe. That's how cruel this country is. The cruelty of these motherfuckers. And remember, it was Ron DeSantis who raised your insurance because they the ones who put him in office. So this wicked motherfucker, the governor of New York, he didn't help you. He's the one who made it even harder. This wicked ass, no good bastard. And people finally called him out, but you're too late. You white motherfuckers keep voting. He's conservative and all that old shit. You don't realize he didn't destroy you. You can't afford to live here. So like you're right. You're right, guys. You're right, Roz. It's a mass dash out of Florida, but the poor Africans, the poor blacks, they can't move. They don't got no money to get up and leave like same way white people do. Man, hey, Roz, you down there, and I know you've been there because you right there in West Palm Beach. You in West Palm Beach? Oh, look, you ever been to Bill Glade? You ever been to Bill Glade, Florida, and seen that poverty? I see, man, I went to Bill Glade years ago, like 20 years ago. I said, this is some slavery shit here. You been to Bill Glade, Ross? I know you've been out to the Bill Glade, man. I know you've been out to Bill Glade, right? You've been to Bill Glade, right? All that area over there. Bill Glade. Even that shit was worse than North Carolina. I said, wow. I see niggas walking out there, they had no shoes on and shit. Out in the sugar cane. Like, motherfuckers. Listen, yeah, Joby, they would punch Joby in the face for some of her goddamn ugali down there. Give me that goddamn food. What's wrong with you? You been to Bill Glade over there, man?
Ask a random question. I feel like America is really advanced enough to tell climate changes, like they say. Okay.
Well, they let you know it's coming. They advance. Then unlike Africa, where you don't even know it's hit. You just get fucked up. They let them know it's coming.
Mm-hmm. If you knew this was coming months ago, why would you go spending money on people 500, 450,000 for them to get houses, 30,000 for shopping?
They don't care because they don't care about the American people. This is the replacement that they're doing, Joe. They're bringing the immigrants in here.
This has to lead to a civil war, because basically
not a civil war, a revolution. This going not a civil war. Not about Americans fighting America. It's going to be American fighting the government. It's going to be a civil war. I mean, not a civil. I mean a revolution, not a civil. A revolution. I'm in Palm Beach. I'm saying counting so much wealth moved. After the pandemic, so much wealth. But I know, Raj, you done been over to Bill Glade, haven't you? You've been at least what's that, like an hour from you? That's an hour down the road out there on 70. Ain't that Highway 70 that runs down there? You've been to Bill Glade and South Bay and all that shit over there, the poverty over there. I went over there, motherfuckers didn't have any shoes walking on the road. I'm like, boy, this that real slavery shit here. These motherfuckers never got out of slavery. Got gators walking around out there, and motherfuckers with no shoes, it's fucked up feet. Like, goddamn, man, your feet fucked up, dog. You got bunions and shit on your toes. Like, goddamn. But like I said, these areas they move out to black people. They might, because those poor places, they'll come and say, yeah, we can make these nice. We get rid of all these niggas and we demolish all this shit and build real nice houses here. That's what they do. They'll come in to a poor neighborhood, you see one white couple. Say, damn, there's white people up in there. That means your shit about to get demolished, nigga. They about to move you out of there. They about to move you out of there. Hey, Keith, what can we do to keep morale going? Oh, going from the chat. How you know about that? What do you think? Hey, man, my bank, the Jays are messing with my bank account, man. Ain't nobody donate. It's rough. Like just like Michelle and them said this morning, it's rough. Things are rough. Everybody's broke, man. You know, and everybody's broke, and I know that. You know, I get all upset because I stopped asking for donations and stuff, and I know everybody's broke. It's rough, so I'm gonna bring them back in maybe 2 or 3 weeks. Everybody's broke, man. Nobody got no money because they didn't destroy our economy. That's a goddamn shame, but them white people is not going for it. Yeah, they're not. As I'm saying, they know. See, unlike black people, I hate to say it, that's what they're good about white people because they're savages. Black people, we're humane. Black people sit in poverty. You see the same thing in America, you see in Africa. Black people sit in poverty globally. Won't ever do shit about it. Say this is the normal. This is how it's supposed to be. I'm supposed to be fucked up. You have them go praying in goofy churches. Shit don't ever change. You know, just white people when they shit get fucked up, when they stomach touch their backbone. Everybody, you see the motherfuckers down in the mountain say, man, fuck this shit got to change. Because remember now they already told the government, you North Carolina already told the government, you arrest anybody here, we're gonna kill you. Now white people already told them. Because remember the government was stopping them from giving aid. And the white people said, because remember, you gotta use the government's vendors. They want it's all criminal. So they want you to use the fake Red Cross and the fake United Way, who don't give no money and benefit to the people. That money goes to them. So the Red Cross has been criminal for over 100 years since World War I, and they know that. But the government uses them because they pay them a contract fee, and then they give a kickback to the politicians. And so the white people said, remember, in America, the sheriffs have the power. So white people went to the sheriff and said, listen, we're going to kill you if you don't tell the federal government. They already told them, said, we're going to kill you if you don't tell the federal government. If they don't stop what they're doing, there's going to be a war up in here. So the sheriff now told the federal government, anybody stopping anybody here, we're going to lock your ass up. Because remember, America is a republic. Every state is its own country, really. Government can't come and tell people what to do. And people they've been dumbed down. They ain't told people how their government even works. And them crackers, them white people figure out quick. They say, listen here, anybody stopping us from taking care of white people, you getting this work. We're not going to let our people die on no mountain. Black people let their own people die. You know, nothing we can really do. You know, hey, we don't want to fight nobody. We scared, you know, hey. That's why Africans stay so fucked up for so long. Nobody fights. Everybody leaves. You're not doing that to white people. We know that to be a fact. That's just true. We know that. Especially us here. We know how white people are. You ain't leaving them all fucked up without a fight. So already they told the federal government, you don't get out the way, we're going to lock your ass up around here in North Carolina. You getting locked. So they already told FEMA and all the damn government, the national government agencies, motherfucker, you're getting away. We locking your ass up. You get your oil, you're gonna get dealt with, because they would not allow them to get the supplies to them white people who were dying. They're still dying today. Dying. You got little babies dying. You think the white people gonna let little white babies die? Black people ain't gonna do shit. White people, see their own people, they ain't got to talk about that tribal. Are you a Lua? Are you a Kikuya? I'm white. God damn it. And they do that globally. They're not going to let their white people get fucked up globally. You see, just like if the South Africans ever stood up to fight the white people there, the white people over here say, motherfucker, you better knock it off. We coming to see you, because they know they want people. Ain't nothing, you know, hey, they don't get, they know the motherfucking cracker here in America and the one in Australia, and the one, they know they the same people coming out of Europe. So they're not going to let their babies just die and people die, and nah. They got bodies and shit hanging from trees, dead bodies. They didn't filled up. Her TikTok, so they got 6 tractor trailer freezer units full of dead bodies. 6 freezer units of 53 footers of dead bodies. Dead bodies, man. So, dead bodies. So, imagine how many bodies that is. That's in the thousands. The people, whole towns are wiped out. Whole towns are gone. So, um, and the government, and remember now the government is nefarious. The white people starting to know. See that the government's now treating them the way they always treated black people. See, they didn't give a fuck when it was treating us all fucked up. Our government's always been our enemy, but not theirs. But now they know the government is their enemy, and they're all fucked up in their head about it. They're like, wow, our government's actually the enemy. Yeah, yeah, because the Jays run it. They run that, and all that, and all that. They run it, and all that. Money's been going to them. Israel and Ukraine is J's 2.0. Anybody know any war in Ukraine? You find out who bought up all the land in Ukraine. BlackRock and Vanguard. The J's own all of Ukraine now. Ain't about no fucking war and Putin and all that shit. These are land grabs and stealing. That's what the war in goddamn Gaza is. Everybody want to go into Lebanon. And then what did I tell you guys? We don't got no dog in the fight because you see how the Lebanese have been treating black people. And I'm glad. This is a wake-up call when I had to teach Joby and Katie that they were feeling love for them Arabs up in the north. But what about them? I told you, motherfucker, y'all don't worry about them. They racist. They can't stand your black ass. You're going to have to learn this. So remember, now you got the Africans all on TikTok. You see the way these Lebanese are treating the Africans? Now them get blown up because remember, the Lebanese, now that the Israelis are bombing them, they leaving black people up there to get murdered. They not allowing the black people down in the shelters with them. And you goofy niggas are talking about your fake Islam. If any of you niggas talk that Islam shit to me, I'll punch you in your motherfucking ragged ass mouth. Oh, you goofy niggas with your fake religion, your Christian Santa and your Islamic buddies. You supposed to be one with Muhammad and all that shit. Well, what is Muhammad doing? They leaving you out there to get blown the fuck up. See, your religions are phony and false. They mean nothing but their power because you dumb niggas have followed some religion that they give you for their power, not for yours. These are for political reasons they brought you these dumbass religions. But when it comes to the brotherhood, you see that religion don't mean shit. They're going in the bunkers saving them while they leaving Africans to get blown the fuck up there. And did you hear any African government say a goddamn thing? These are acts of war. But the African is too fucking weak. He don't got any real military. He can't say shit. You ain't heard no Ghanaian, Kenyan, Tanzanian, Ugandan say a motherfucking word while they people get blown up there. They send these young girls to be maids and servants and shit to get raped and violated up in these fucked up air places. And now they're being put outside. And people on TV, people on hold on guys, give me a second. Hold on, give me a second, guys. I gotta plug my phone in. Shit. Hey Joey, see if you can find any videos of us on TikTok showing the treatment of Africans in Lebanon as it's getting bombed. See if you can find it. Plug my phone in. I gotta put my inspection out, make sure there ain't no cum stains up on this shit here. I gotta put my ultraviolet on this bitch. Make sure nobody's dick print on this motherfucker. I be checking shit. Yeah, I be checking. Is there somebody dick print on this thing? Check this thing out. You know I ain't getting on that shit there.
Africans in Lebanon.
Yeah, say the treatment of Africans in Lebanon while it's getting bombed by Israel. By being bombed by Israel. I get some water up in this mud. Okay. Okay. What you got?
We want to go back home. We just want to go back home because we are tired. Voila, we want to go back home.
I think now we have a clear picture how racism
Okay.
works in Lebanon because
Yeah.
even in this
You got a clear picture of racism now.
the
You didn't
same
know.
us because we are migrants.
Feeding everybody, the Africans ain't getting fed, starving them, getting blown up. Crazy. And this is the shame for all these African niggas. They'll be like, why you get so rough on the African man? Because he's fucked up in the head. That's why. You allow your woman to be like, this is an act of
Kwa nini
war.
sikuze Lebanon? Aki tunakufa hivi ndio tunakufa. Acha nimeendea beshte yangu. Oh God.
God's not coming to save you. Sorry. Jesus not coming for you.
Na nimeendea beshte yangu. Wanalia huko.
Is she speaking Swahili, Toby? What's she saying?
Yeah, she's saying that's how she's dying in Lebanon. She's telling Kenyans, this is how I'm dying in Lebanon. I'm going to pick my friend. They're throwing bombs, as you can see.
Yeah.
God, please.
God ain't saving. God, please, God, where you at, baby? Fuck up, Jesus. They're gonna bomb my black ass up in this country, and they're not gonna help me. You're right. The bombs are coming, Joby. And my daddy wanted me to go to this bullshit.
No, funny. I'm not supposed to be laughing. This is so bad. My throat is. Oh my God.
It's still funny, Joby. It's sad, but it's still funny. It's the part of the African man, Big Cheese. This is his complacency, his weakness. This what and other men see this globally. That's why they treat African women like shit. Other men see this globally. They're like, shit, this woman not protected. Fuck her. They don't give a shit about their women. Where can we go? You damn sure ain't going to nobody's house. They not letting you up in there. That's right, Joby. Damn.
Mi nimeamka nikapata watu hawayuko, niko Beirut.
Yeah. This one, she says she's in Lebanon, woke up this morning to find herself alone in the house. Her employer and the whole family left her, not knowing where she's supposed to go. And mind you, they take your passport, right?
She's supposed to die. Well, ain't no flights coming in and out of there anyway, Joby's place getting bombed. She can't get out of there. Ain't no airplanes flying in there. They bomb. They're in war, they bombing the place. So yeah, they took her passport. Yeah, the family. You're not part of the family. You're a nigga. And they don't listen. You need to be taught before you leave Africa that these people don't like us. I'm sorry that you've been lied to with all the fake missionary bullshit and these goopy teachers that you got.
That is Kisi. I don't understand Kisi.
So she told the madam to take her to the office.
Not go to the office. I never for me 4 man then.
So when the madam did not take her to office, the madam called 4 guys for her
They raped me.
All the 4 guys raped her.
Then give me injection. They don't give me injection. I make her for them. They begin for rape me. Now I got
They inject her. When they inject her, then they raped her. When she woke up, she was full with blood all over her body.
They take me money. They take me phone. Then beat me. Then throw me that door.
They took her money, her phone. They
lady,
beat her. They chased her.
ain't nothing gonna change.
That's why she come out.
This white lady writing that shit down means nothing. Nothing gonna change for you because I'm gonna tell you right now, your country has no power. So this white lady writing all that shit down, it's gonna go in the trash. No one's gonna care. Your country and your men have no power. I'm gonna teach you how the real world works. Your country and your weak ass men have no power. So no one respects you. And they treat you like shit because they're racist. They don't like black people to begin with. And since your men haven't understood power and how to cultivate power, you're even in more threat. And as a woman, you haven't been taught that your whole fucking life growing up. You've been taught fairy tale bullshit, goopy religions, not knowing that the world is based on power. It's a power dynamic you're living in. And so when you go there, you're caught in a power dynamic that you have no clue how it's working. First of all, they don't respect you or your men. So they don't respect, so you're going to get treated like shit when you get there anyway. Secondly, they don't like you being black. They want you to be a slave. They call you a bead. That's the word for black people. A bead means slave in their language. That's all throughout the Arabic world. They call you a bead. That's a fact. So they already calling you a slave when you get there. You coming off the plane, I'm going to make some money and maybe sit back home to my family. So you all fucked up in the head living some fake Disney movie. And you about to hit a power dynamic that's fucked up. Fucked up. And the sad fact, your fucked up men back in Africa are going to let you stay fucked up because they're weak. They have not cultivated any power. They have not tried to cultivate any power. So they're seen as the most weakest fucked up men on the planet. I'm gonna give it to you rough and raw. They're seen as the most weakest people on the planet not to be respected. That's what you're dealing with. So the African woman, you go out there under men, woman, you are dangerously fucked up. You're unprotected. You out there butt naked. But you don't know none of this. You haven't been taught none of this power dynamic. Go ahead, Joby.
From a point of not being educated, because for me, I've given my story a couple of times. I've grown up in the area where I've grown up. I've seen so many young women, men. For men you have to save money. It's not for free like women. Women you get to
No, but they want the women. They don't want the men over there. They don't want these niggas over there.
Yeah,
Why they
but
want the men?
men do go too, but not all of them. It's a
They
small
go, but I don't want them over there. They'll do some manual jobs. They get this, but I want the women, Joe, so I can rape and fuck them and treat them badly.
I get you.
Yeah.
But through seeing that, I remember it hit me seriously, and I knew this is no joke when I saw someone I've grown up seeing, like someone we used to shop at their shop, someone who was very friendly. She lost her life there, and the cause of the death, like they always say, it's unexplainable, because we tried to figure out, like, asking the family what was the cause of the death. They said the family in Dubai or wherever she was, they never said anything, like the way they always do. So for me, it hit me. Then I saw my dad pushing me, like you're saying. It comes also from a point of ignorant parents, I'd say. I don't know if it's ignorant. How do I call it? Because
it's ignorant. It's ignorance and cowardice. It's ignorance, of course.
Kept pushing, connecting with people. Can you try convince her so she can go to maybe Qatar? Tell her she's gonna make good money. And then for me, understanding the kind of a father I've grown up with, when he told me I'm gonna open the bank account for you and then put the money, I was like, nah, bruv. You didn't tell me the simplest thing was a part. So how do I even trust you?
He go open the bank account. Joey would have had no money. Been over there getting beat, fucked up. All the money would have been gone. And hey, right, I had to spend the money on your siblings. Like what? That's right.
So majority of people have gone here because of the selfishness of their parents. Number one, because parents, they want you to be their source of wealth. They didn't. Why didn't you do it yourself? Why do you want me to go suffer for you to become to enjoy the wealth that I'm supposed to be making for myself? Why should I be the one making it for you? You know, so those are
Yeah.
some of the things actually for me, they eat me at a young age. Not like that directly, but I was like, there's no, I'm gonna make money just to impress you, bro. For me, that was a no. That was
Well,
just like no,
you
and
were
then
lucky. You're too
friend.
smart. You were lucky. You're too smart. You got away.
Yeah, but 2 years later or 3 years later, I took myself again to the agencies because I was really, again, it's desperation of work. I'll say that. So many African people, especially the women, if you've
Yeah,
maybe been,
they're
you slept
desperate.
with a young boy here, then he got you pregnant, dumped you, now you're a single mom who has dumped maybe your child or your children in your mother's house. Your mother, of course, has these opportunities and connections, and you'll be looking for a job that you can't get again. So she tells you, you'll have to go so you can help your child. But in real sense, you're helping her. That is just the
Yeah,
end.
yeah, but no, because all the stories that the woman come back and the money's always gone.
Yeah.
The money's always gone.
Yeah.
Always, the money's always
So
gone.
majority go because of the desperation of the job and wanting to take care of their children. But when you go there, this is the kind of treatment you get. For me, I'd say I'm grateful to the creator, the universe, God, whoever, literally for giving me the instinct power, because my
Give you
instincts
insight.
communicate to me
Yeah,
highly. Like I'll when my instincts tell me something, I'll believe it, and that's what I'll go with, and I'm not gonna doubt it. So I remember I took my ID, not my ID, but my birth certificate, my
yeah.
dad's ID copy. Then I didn't have my ID, so it had to take me
Mhm.
2 weeks because of our slow system for me to replace my ID. And
Yeah.
then the day I was going to finally now give my identification card, then get the process within, it was actually supposed to happen within a week. Then I travel. The first bunch of the group of girls who had gone with taking the IDs, the time I was taking the ID, they were actually traveling that time. So I was like, bye, you guys. I'm sorry I couldn't go with you guys, but see you guys in a few. So on the office, I really thought, and I'm like, is this what I really want? Because that I question, like, I know I'm suffering, I know I don't have a job, I don't have a place to go, but am I really really ready to go somewhere where, number one, because I was not willing, no one knew. That was the worst part,
And that's dangerous. That's dangerous.
majority of the people, at least you have a friend. For me, I was going,
Exactly.
no one, I was telling no one, like nobody knew, and I mean that. So I was like, am I really ready for this? What if something happens to me? Who am I gonna call? Are they now gonna know after I'm there that I traveled? Like, what's really gonna happen? Then my instincts just told me, no, take your shit and go back home. Pardon my language, but I was like, nah. I told the guy, because they're always very convincing, especially to the women. He told me, don't worry. If you're scared, the agency is always checking up on you. They're always every once a month, we're gonna ensure you get good employment. And they told me actually all those mistreatments are over. They no longer happen. That used to be a long time.
Oh, the mistreatment. That's how nefarious and fucked up these dubious bastards are. All the treatment is bad treatment. They know all the bad treatment is over. How? What power? See, they would know what power has made them stop. You damn sure ain't do so. You would know that's a lie because there's been no power put on those white Arab men to make them stop nothing. It's, and they're not going to stop. There's no power that you've inflicted on these people to make them stop. That's why now they're locking your ass up, locking you in the room and leaving while you bombs are blowing up.
Yeah, so majority of the girls have both the promises and the mouth of the agencies, because they're very sweet talking, no cap. Because I was
they
thinking it, but
making
my feelings are strong.
they making money from you. Of course they're gonna be sweet talking. They don't give a shit about you. It's about every person they get, they get a damn a percentage of that money. Then when they send you over there, they don't give a fuck about you. So that's how nefarious it is. And the weak ass government knowing that, they should have been locked that down, locked those people up for doing it.
It's
They should
it's
have been
them
did
doing
that.
it. It's them doing it.
I
You're not
know.
doing
I know it's the government officials doing it. That's how that's why I told you the respect level the African man is nil around the world. I said, that was African man don't get no respect. I always where I used to go. Everybody calls him weak, fucked up, calls him low IQ, he's stupid. I said, then I started saying, damn, this shit is kind of true. He don't respect his own woman. He had sent his woman into slavery and don't. This is crazy. So there's a problem. I don't know. I don't know if the
Wow.
problem with the women raising these men. I don't know, but this
It's a bit
nefarious
polemic.
ass.
So Africans go with the mentality of we're gonna win them with our love because we're loving, right? So I feel like that's the mentality also majority move with. Like,
Wow, that's
I'm
dangerous.
gonna
I
I'm
mean,
gonna act I'm gonna act the way they want. If they want me to dress Muslim, I'm gonna do it. Because we used to be told majority of the reasons why they end up dying there is because you're not supposed to dress up as a Christian, you're supposed to do it Muslim way. So when you go against
that ain't gonna do with it because Africans are willing to do any damn thing. So that's a lie. The
well,
women clothes are taken.
it's
Those
some.
women are putting those Muslim clothes. That don't stop the abuse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. But that's what we used to be told. One of the examples. So
I know.
the backache behaviors they said, the men that man said, or they take back their backache behaviors. They're told to do this. They don't want to
Right,
do these
right.
cultures and try. Like,
That's a
okay,
lot. Well, what about the Muslim girls that go there, Joby? The black Muslim girls. You got black Muslim girls from Africa that go there get the same treatment. So that's a lie. They're gonna do no damn Muslim culture. They do it because you're African and you got no protection. Your men are considered weak and fucked up. That's why they do it. That's why it continues today. That's why they can put you. What they doing, those girls, is an act of war, Joby. Africans don't even know what acts of war are anymore. Shout out to the white, because I heard the people talking about just happening in North Carolina. The white people say that's an act of war, and it is. What the American government did to those people in North Carolina is an act of war. Africans don't even know what an act of war is. Motherfucker, your women are running from bombs and being mistreated. Like these are acts of war. It's an act of war. But you only want to warn your own population. You never want to warn people that actually do damage to you. It's crazy. So you're not. So this problem with the African man, he's just too much of a punk, a weakling, a coward.
that's
So
true.
that's what's going on.
If it was in Africa, we'd see the
Mm.
American embassies, all their embassies, warning their
Yeah.
citizens, like don't.
Everyone is citizen, they come see you. Hey, why you thinking nobody ain't none of these Africans brutalize these white Arab women in African countries? Because they'll come see your fucking ass. That's why. They'll come see your fucking ass. And these fuck niggas know it. Goofy Africans know that. They know these other people come to see you start fucking with their women. It's acts of war. Like I told the more we did that history thing this weekend, we were talking uh, about Troy, and then he learned that Achilles was black, but in all the movies they make him white. And the reason why they went to war because Troy was black then, and that part of Greece was black. It was all black people fight, but they fought over. They went to war over a woman because they thought that Greece, the black Grecians, Achilles thought they stole a black woman and took her to Troy. So they mobilized the whole country to go to war because of a woman being stolen. That's a great story of history. Achilles and then went to war to Troy to get whatever her name, that black woman back, because they thought she was kidnapped. She wasn't kidnapped. She wanted to go marry that other black guy, Hercules. What's the guy's name? Hector and Troy. She wanted to go be his queen, but they thought that she had got stolen, and the whole country went to fucking war because that's a war crime. You're still not women. You're gonna what? What? Your women are your women birth your next generation. If you're not gonna protect your women, you won't even protect your civilization. And you need to die. You talking about you gonna protect your women? Women are running from bombs and shit. You like ain't nobody saying nothing about it. Oh well, it's too bad. They crying for home. Hey, come help us, Miss 70. We're in here fucked up. Can you help us? Ruto, whatever. Hello. I think we got a bad call. Your line is fucked up in Lebanon. Sorry. Hello. What? You gonna leave me here all fucked up? Hello? Hello? Okay.
It's crazy. It is heartbreaking, like Beatrice is saying. It
It
is
is heartbreaking.
it's different situations like I'm explaining that leads to this kind of choice making. So that you got pregnant, someone comes,
Because desperacy. Yeah, because you're desperate. Yeah, when you become desperate, Joby, and these morons have not built no economy. How can you not build an economy in the richest place on the planet? See, there you go with another. That's a paradigm. How can you not build a functional economy? And see, this is where all the jokes come in. The African's a dummy. He can't rule himself. He don't know how to do shit. He's a moron. Because how can you live in the richest continent and can't create an economy? How's that possible? How can you live in the richest place on the planet and cannot create a functioning working economy that employs your people? How's that possible? Where Europe and Asia don't have your resources and they got employment of their people, but you don't. And you got all the resources. So that's you looked at with disdain and disrespect. Like, well, goddamn, you got everything everybody needs, and you can't build shit. You can't build a functional economy. Everybody's got so black women, you better get in touch with your high self like Joby. If you don't, you're gonna be fucked up. You better not. I know you want to respect your daddy and your mamas till you push you over there. You better not listen to that shit. You better not listen to your dumb ass greedy daddies and mamas want to benefit off you. If they wanted money, they should have took their ass over there and did that shit then. You don't give your life up. You don't give your life up for them. That's your life now. I want to help my parents. Fuck your parents. Your parents, what you go to? Your parents ain't that stupid. They've had to see these people being abused. And what was that last year? Like, no, that was like 2 years ago when Maria showed that thing when all those Ugandans girl came back in body bags. Did Museveni do anything? Of course not. Of course, this chump ass. No, he didn't do that.
And that's what I'm saying. If it was the other citizens would see the all mainstream media, pointing fingers on that one African country that how dare you? Because I love relating to Pakistan journalists. The Pakistan journalists spark a lot of
who got died,
yeah, like every mainstream media was Kenya, 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 Kenya. I'm like, God damn. What about us when we're stuck somewhere, when something happens to us? Nobody talks about
exactly, Jacob, because you just exactly what you said. Because there's a power dynamic. Pakistanis have power. They're gonna come see about their people. African man is weak and fucked up and scared of everybody. He's not gonna do a goddamn thing. He's gonna be like Ruto. I get to sit in Joe Biden's seat. Look at me. Ooh.
And justice was found within a year because it was just a year, and then we saw this year the wife got in money, the compensation for her loss and all that. If it is you're still fighting for that, that's
you ain't fighting, you ain't gonna get it. You don't have any power.
Maybe we're gonna get it because I was talking about earlier today where Zimbabwe is supposed to be paying back their citizens the land that was stolen back. But it's not just for the locals. They said locals and foreign white farmers. So
white farmers. They're white farmers. See, you're giving land back to people who stole land. You're paying people. Only niggas do shit like that. And only black people play people for stealing land that they stole from you. It ain't make any sense.
Because when we had Robert Mugabe trying to do the same, the white people later came and said that it was theirs. Tried to reclaim back.
Well, they couldn't reclaim it because he went because they about to overthrow his ass, Joe. But the people who fought in that war, they said, "Listen, but they waited only again. The Africans waited 20 years, Joe. The war was from 1976 to 1980. They won in 1980. They didn't get the land until 20 years later, to 2000, and they had to go to Rob Mugabe. Listen, man, we're gonna overthrow you and kill you, and burn your body in the streets. We don't get our goddamn land that we fought for. Only black people fight wars and don't get land. White people fight wars and steal whole countries. Black people fight wars and don't get shit. I'm like, how do you fight a war and then don't get what you fought for? What is? How's that even possible? If I'm going to war, Joby, I'm going to war to resolve some shit. I'm not going to war not to get the shit I'm fighting for.
It's vice versa. I mean, that isn't even how the system is set up. Like you go on a war, you think
You don't got the system different because you revolution. You got control of the country now, but you
I
always
get
get a
you.
bootlick in it. You always get a bootlick in it, like a Rob Mugabe goes to white people up and say, "You don't want to do that. Now you want to help us." You always get a bootlick. That's what Rob Mugabe was, a bootlick. You always Africans should have overthrew them that first year. They didn't get their shit back. Just like that bullshit they did with Nelson Mandela. They didn't fight no more. They said, white people just told black people, we're gonna do right. We're sorry for fucking you up. As if that was gonna change white people's hearts down there. White people, wherever you find them. Same white people that were living in South Africa, same ones that were living in Zimbabwe. So they didn't want to give up the shit they stole. But unlike the South Africans, the Zimbabweans had went to war and they came back. They said, listen here. We didn't wait 20 years to listen to you with that bullshit you've been talking. Wait, be patient. It's 20 years later. Either you give us our land or we're going to get rid of you. We're going to get rid of you. And we're going to take the land back that's ours. And that's when, man, you see all the white world went crazy. See, they didn't go, it wasn't the white Zimbabweans, the white world went crazy when those Negroes took their land back in Zimbabwe. They had sanctions put on them. And every white country from America to Zimbabwe. Remember that white guy, that white kid who killed all those kids, all those people in that church in South Carolina a few years ago? He had what? The Rhodesia flag. Still talking about you goddamn niggas wasn't supposed to get that land back from Zimbabwe. There's some kid here, some white boy here. Was mad about the white people being forced to give back that land in Zimbabwe, which was known as Rhodesia. See, they know they're the same people no matter where they are. You ain't got shit. This motherfucking South Carolina talking about what's going on in Zimbabwe. This cracker ain't never been to Zimbabwe. But he know them crackers there are his people. He knows that. How dare you give these niggas they land back? We stole it fair. That would say they stole it fair and square. We stole it from their stupid asses. Fair and square. So when they had to get the land back, remember they destroyed Zimbabwe's economy. All white people around the world put what? Sanctions on Zimbabwe. America did. All of Europe did. They kicked them out their fake ass Commonwealth shit from the British because Kenya's still in the Commonwealth. They kicked the Zimbabweans out of that shit. You niggas get out the Commonwealth. They kicked them out the Commonwealth. They made them a pride nation where they couldn't get their funds from banks. They cut them out the American dollar because at that time you got to trade nothing, but you got to get enough dollars so you can trade internationally. So they were trying to cripple them so they make them blacks give back the land to the white people. And that's what they're doing. That's what's going on right now. Everybody said, well, we're going to give some white people back some land. So we'll make the white people stop crushing our ass. No, you were supposed to take those 20 years now, re-educate your people, stupid, and build a real economy, you moron. Now you 20 years, you want to get a land back because the white people are hurting you. They're saying, yeah. Now you're supposed to say, well, fuck them. We never need them before they came, but we'll design a community where we can. This is what I got to try to teach them more. When I say you can't live without the international community, then how did you live without the international community before they came in and stole from you, stupid?
So can we say that Zimbabwe education is also advanced because of the white people living there? Or because
I told you, yeah, of course. I told you we're advanced, of course. You think they're going to educate their people? Yes, Joby. It's weird. But they fucked around, unlike South Africa, the next country down from Zimbabwe. See, they made sure they didn't educate the niggas in South Africa. Most of the niggas in South Africa are morons. But Marvin Mugabe is he kept when he took back the country, those universities kept open for black people. So that's how the educational system was the best in Africa. Even though they were being, it was 20 years. Remember him working with the white people, so they allowed them to get highly educated. And then after those 20 years are up, education had gone to shit now because they can't afford it. They've been sanctioned. That's why I told you education is not as high as it was 20 years ago, 30 years ago. Because at that time they were still working with the Europeans, and they didn't take away their land. They won a war, and you still see white people on the land that you fought for, and you working for white people talking crazy to you. And you fought a war with this white man. He still owns your land, and you working and making 10 cents a day. That's what happened in Kenya. Kenya, the Mau Mau fought a war Kenya's even more slicker. The Mao and the more than 2 weeks right. The Mao fought a war, won the war. They put some puppet in there who never fought no war named Jomo Kenyatta. They completely marginalized the guys that fought the war because they were still kind of ignorant. Marginalized them, said you're gonna get free, you're gonna get. Didn't give them shit. The white people kept all the good land in Kenya, still own it today. And the Mau fought a war to get their shit back and won. And somehow the white man still controls the land in Kenya. And then now, and still owns all the mining in these fake ass animal preserves they got in Kenya. All these preserves they got. I told that's where they mine it. I said, all of a sudden they start making. I thought to myself, I said they start making all these animal preserves in Kenya when they got out. I said that's where all that's the mining shit. I know it's mines in there. I couldn't even prove it, but I knew it, and I've been proven right. As I said years ago, I said that's where the minerals in Kenya at. I said when all this big cracker all of a sudden, as soon as he leaving Kenya, oh, we got to set up nature preserves to preserve the animals. But he ain't never preserved no fucking animal. He's been hurting all the animals in Africa to death. Now he want to make animal preservers. I said, there's some minerals. That's some mineral shit going on over there. So when he was leaving, supposedly leaving Kenya, he never did. I'm going to keep all the good land, and I'm going to make nature preserve because it's probably got diamonds and gold and all kind of shit out there. Tell these dumb niggas, hey, that's when we're saving the animals now. You can't be coming all up in here and find out you're not allowed all in this area. We're saving the animals.
The animals will kill you.
Anyway, let Joey wrap it up. Yeah, so the Africans only want to fight wars and don't benefit from the war. You can't make this shit up. It's crazy.
It's crazy, but slowly again we're getting back on our feet. We were saying earlier today on the Rhythm Scoop show, with Kenya and how we saw the previous demonstrations, especially for Kenya. We feel like it's never gonna be the same. Like we say, it's never gonna be the same.
No, you guys have woke up. You guys are too smart now. No.
Right now, there's a tension of the second wave of demonstration because of everything going on. We have the impeachment of the deputy president, but everyone wants both the deputy and the president out. Like, it's crazy.
Did you see that video I sent you? Shout out to Dr. Mom. You see that video I sent you with the Israel flag? Yeah. Why is there?
People are connecting the dots slowly. That was on I think last week. There's this guy whose video is going viral of him questioning. He said, even as I'm making this statement, he's the president in Kenya. He's Ruto right now in Kenya, or he's outside taking other loans and coming back to tell us how ametenga, because that's what he said. I've set aside billions, I've set aside to create job opportunities. The guy was so angry, and he was trying to lay down what Kenyans are going through, and there is tension of the second wave, and which actually this is making people mad because of the raping of that blogger, Ruto, how he's moving, and the economy, how it's soaring up.
Who got raped? A blogger got raped?
Yeah, there's the Mombasa governor last weekend, but that was last weekend.
Oh yeah. The guy got raped. The guy got sodomized. Yeah. If you guys don't know, listen, guys. This guy was talking, just doing this in a free country. You're supposed to be able to tell your opinions and be a reporter. They took him and sodomized him. Can you believe?
Recorded, and recorded. And one of the things even people are questioning: how is this a homosexual-free country? If you as a governor, you are recording such kind of things and you're laughing about it.
Yeah, they sodomized him, Jenna Mosquito. You talking about how wicked that's. He was supposed to be taken out, given a shot in the head. So they know that the country's been so criminal, but they haven't got the memo. Your babies are awake now. All the old shit you used to do when Jomo came into power, and all this wicked shit you've been done because your population was still ignorant, very ignorant. Some days are gone in Kenya.
Mm-hmm. One thing I loved about the guy, despite that's what actually made the video to be leaked. He was told, if you talk, we're gonna leak the video, and he came and talked about it. because most of the men would go silent, even be bought out, even a couple of funds. Then you see next time they're becoming political aspirants, you know. And
But you
I'm glad
can't.
that
But you delete the video. You can't make
no,
me shame. You try to make me shame that you sodomize me. You the nasty one. You rape me, and I ain't supposed to make me feel bad for you rape. You're the one supposed to feel fucked up. You raped me. You sodom. I didn't like give you. I didn't freely give you my butthole.
wow. That was a disgusting video. That was a really really disgusting video to any parent, a brother, a sister like that. You picture that as just your brother or
You said that was Shimani's story.
so
Because
bad.
it was the news. She told, yeah, Shimani talked about it, but it's the news. It's the news in Kenya. Same
Yeah,
way, Joey.
this was Kenya. It was a really the video was really nasty, crazy, just traumatizing. Cause me, I was not okay that day. Like I was just like, no way. There's no
I
way.
didn't see it. I'm coming on tonight, guys. I'm in the hotel, so I'm gonna come on tonight on my phone since I'm in the hotel early this today. I'm gonna come on later tonight. I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna come on later tonight. I won't be able to share anything because I'm on my phone. I don't got no computer on me, nothing. So I come in tonight and talk about the big cheese and see what you're talking about. Now I haven't seen her freeze. She's an absolute. That's how you know. She's an absolute moron. I mean, absolute idiot.
I
She's
laughed
so.
though.
You did what, Joe? What happened?
Kamala Harris laugh tells you she's a moron though. Like, are you making speeches and then just maybe I
Yeah,
shouldn't be saying this. That's what she says.
yeah. She's like a psycho. Yeah, because she's a psychopath. She's a crazy woman. And the whole thing about remember, Donald Trump is a nationalist, and the people that run the world, they're they want to make a one world government. Donald Trump wants to make America great, become a nationalist. And we lost control of the country back in 1913 with the Rothschilds taking control and making that fake bank. So they've been internationalists about the UN. They created the UN, Rockefellers, Rothschild to make it to take over the world, become an internationalist. But everybody got Alex Jones, the globalist, the globalist, the globe. Who are these globalists? God damn it, the globalists, the global, the globalists. They want to make a globalist one world government. And if you know the globalists, Joe, we see that flag on that girl's side, that lady, the deputy president's wife. Why you got that flag next to you? Why you got that Rothschild flag right there? You got the Kenyan flag, but you got the Rothschild flag right next. And the people in the room don't got no clue what the fuck is going on. Don't know.
No, that's the crazy part. Like most of the people, I swear, most of the people are so dumb. No cap. It's not really
Yeah,
that big percentage of the awakening we think. Man, people are dumb still.
of
Nah,
course.
gee, so dumb, so dumb.
He
But
said, yeah. I'll be on tonight because I'm in the hotel early, but I'm just gonna be on my phone though, guys, so I won't be able to share anything like Joe is. We just talk about. I'm gonna come in. Look at it. You guys can't get on me. I've been doing the shows every weekend. So y'all can't throw me in the bus. I've been doing the show every weekend. I can't throw me on the bus. Every weekend I've been doing the shows. Please don't send any more messages of women with
nah,
cucumbers. That
that's not
was
me. Are you sure that's
what,
me?
wo-
That's not
what
me.
woman? What woman had a cucumber? I don't know what.
I don't even share videos on WhatsApp. Joe Mosquito, please leave me alone. Ask Liwaton, please. I don't do I don't do greens, you know. I don't do
Dr. Umar school. I think Dr. Umar back in front of that kooky school on a video he did. I said he back by that closed down school. He must got another scam he pulling. I'm Dr. Omar, and you and your snow bunnies. You niggas wanna date your snow bunnies, and you're leaving a black woman unprotected with your snow bunnies? Come join my school so you can raise proper young black men. All right, you crazy bastard.
girls, you wrap it up.
We're
You
wrapping
wrap
up, guys.
the
Uh,
conversation. Thank you so much to everyone who has been with us today.
I
If you
don't
have
who
if you
was
have
eating a cucumber, Jenna Mosquito. What are you talking
I
about? I
don't
don't know what
know.
video. I don't know what video you talking about. That probably was you hallucinating or something. Coming out, you've been running so hard you fell asleep and thought about Joe. We put a video in there with somebody with a cucumber.
I mean, I love cucumbers, but I don't remember the last time I ate that shit. Like, nah.
It gotta be shit.
Yeah, it's not really that good to be eating every day like Iwaton. Iwaton will be eating everything every day sometimes.
Yeah, the physical illusion is falling apart, Jason. Upset because someone took a shit outside of school, did they? I don't know. Said Joby on Instagram. I guess some of you put on Instagram. I just not. I just not. Hey, Joby, when you be putting them messages, I just know you. What you is when you be putting those messages on Instagram, are you putting those for me or that just for everybody to come and see them?
For you.
Oh, okay. I just started looking at them. I don't know. I just started looking at them. Okay. I see you put. I see you put the guy you didn't like. Let's talk about these. You know what he say, Rothschild, right? He said, let's talk about these rap. He calls them Rothschild. Dog. Let's talk about these Rothschilds. You motherfuckers are crazy than a motherfucker.
Yeah.
He called him the rap. He called him the Rothschild. It's Roth, not Ralph. Let's talk about these Rothschilds.
Oh, okay. So let me show this one as I wind up. I shared this one with some mosquito.
Can y'all believe this? Can y'all believe Miss Nella and Charles might even have a chance of going on the BET Award?
I don't know if you guys can see.
Something about the BT. What is it saying?
I believe Miss Nella and Charles might even have a chance of going on the BET Award.
Somebody going to BT Awards? What's he talking about?
Can y'all believe this? Can y'all believe Miss Nella and Charles might even have a chance of going on the BET Award?
That's a dude.
That's a man?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Here we go with that. Here we go with that shit. That's a man that's dressed like a woman. Yeah, here we go again with that shit. That's what they pushing. We don't own BET. They ain't owned by nobody black. Owned by the Jays. We don't own that shit.
I don't remember the one for broccoli drum mosquito. The only one I saw is where they were pumping not the cucumber, they were pumping the broccoli with some very disgusting juice. The GMO foods now, how they're doing with the foods. It was really disgusting. So even be careful of the greens you're taking, because
Did you make your appointment Saturday, Joby? I can ask. Joby, like just like my daughter. You ever know when your daughters, you ask them certain questions. First they tell you, "I'm grown, right?" Your daughter, your kids will tell you that they're grown, and then they come back for help. I thought, could you help me? Could you help me do this? I thought you told me you was grown. Now, you don't need my help. You grown.
I'm grown. I'm just grown. Oh, no, financially, I'm grown.
Yeah, you don't need my help. You're grown. That's okay. Because I asked my kids, what you guys doing? What's that about? Dad, we grown. I'm grown. Okay, you grown. And Joby hit me with that. I said, whoa, as I know. Because my daughter's hit me with that. Oh, okay, you grown. They come back. Dad, I'm thinking I might need some help with, you grown, remember? You told me you grown. You grown. You grown now.
That was something different though,
You grown.
Yeah, but that's why I did some extra makeup today, because I woke up feeling like touching the face, then she didn't show up. So I touched myself. This is touched by Joby. Follow me on Instagram.
Look. Now Joby ain't got no problem doing her goddamn commercial. and then flowed in it so effortlessly, right? Yeah, this is I feel so good about myself. And this is touched by Joby. Follow me on Instagram. Did it so smooth. You didn't know it was even a commercial, right? So smoothly, right? I ain't Joby do commercials. Joby, we got
to watch my show in the morning. I did a commercial today, so
that's what but we got a meeting. We got a meeting tomorrow, so I have to tell them what everything I'm gonna do. Show them how to do the commercials. I think Danny sent me the other three. I put them on the Hold on, let me do this real quick, guys. Before we leave, let me just real quick before we leave. Let me just real quick. Give me a second. And Joey, give me a second, guys. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, so as he looks for what he's looking for, but ensure you have our application, family. For those who are here for the first time, number one, subscribe if you're on YouTube, on Twitter, then rush to the Google Play Store if you're using any Apple device, no, Android device, sorry. Search for Black Hot Fire Network.
Discover the natural power of ashwagandha, an ancient herb known for its healing properties. For over 3,000 years, ashwagandha has been trusted to reduce stress, increase energy, and improve focus. Our ashwagandha is carefully grown, harvested, and processed to retain its maximum potency. Each root is hand-picked and dried, then ground into a pure organic powder, ensuring the highest quality. Simply mix 1 teaspoon into your favorite beverage or take it in capsule form as prescribed by a healthcare professional. Whether you're looking to balance your stress levels, boost your immune system, or enhance mental clarity, ashwagandha offers a natural solution. Experience the benefits of ancient wisdom backed by modern science. Trust nature. Trust ashwagandha. Go get this product at blackhotfirenetwork.com at the Sports and Nutrition Store.
Go ahead, Joey.
Period. That's what's up, you know?
So you can hit these 3 guys on stream. I got 3. I think Danny sent me the other 3. So it's 3 right here. But yeah, so you do it like that. But we'll start doing it like that, guys. We gotta raise some money. Shit, we gotta have some money flowing. I know times are hard. Shit. That's why I did. Took me a year. You guys asked me to do it. Took me a year to do it. Find some things that we need. Black people. Find a reputable company. And then the white label. You guys know them labels. You know how much money it costs to put all them labels on all that shit? It's just a lot of money. And I had to find the company. Had to find the goddamn products we need. And then I had to put our labels on all that shit.
Yeah, so ensure family you have our application. Once you have the application, log in, which of course you go on the upper left where you have the 3 dots, and of course logging into the website. Head to the sports store and check out these amazing vitamins, beauty products, beauty supplements, nail supplements, hair.
Yeah, we have at least 200. We have at least. But I'm done. I had like 7, 8 a week, so we have about 200. When I'm done in the next probably month, we have at least 200 products in there, from colon cleanse to prostate support, vitamin D that we need, then turmeric. I have moringa. We need moringa powder, so I got moringa powder and the peels. Everything that us as Africans need. So, what's it, Joby?
And the honey goat weed. Ensure you guys check that out too.
Yeah, because Joby said she'll walk out on your ass. Honey goat weed. I was like, what? Joby is rough. God damn.
It's real, That's it. Just real. Much love, family. See you guys tomorrow. Have yourselves a
much love, guys.
Thank you so much for tuning in, and have yourselves a good day. See you guys on Wednesday, same time, same place tomorrow.
I see you guys later on the night.
Peace.
I see you guys later on the night.